Dear students, today I will explain chapter 7 of the 9th class maths CBSE board, and the title of chapter 7 is triangles. Okay, let us proceed. So first of all we will try to find out what is the literal meaning of triangle. So we can divide the word triangle into two parts. One is tri, one is angles. So tri means three, angle means angles. So three angles constitutes a triangle. Fine. Or else we can say a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Okay. It has three angles, three sides and three vertices. For example, in the figure shown in the the figure shown here, we can say that sides are AB, BC and CA. Angles are angle ABC, angle BCA, angle CAB, or else in short we can say angle B, angle C, angle A, etc. And what are the vertices? Vertices are ABC. Okay. Just remember, for example, I can show you a very common example. The example of a samosa. Samosa has three tips, right? So we can say the number of vertices in a samosa is 3. Similarly, in a triangle, number of vertices are 3. Okay, now we will go to congruence of triangles. Literal meaning of congruence is harmony or in agreement or identical in form. So now we will try to show the congruence between these two triangles. One is ABC, one is XYZ. Two triangles. Fine. So if they are congruent, we can write as angle ABC equal to angle XYZ, and this is the sign of the congruence. Okay. Now, also we can say here that angle A corresponds to angle X, angle B corresponds to angle Y, and angle C corresponds to angle Z. Okay, and also AB equal to XY, BC equal to YZ, CA equal to ZX. And we can also link up like this. A corresponds to X, that means these points, vertices. Okay, B corresponds to Y, and C corresponds to Z, and so on. Corresponding of vertices should be written clearly for finding congruence between two triangles. Fine. Now, we have to note something. We can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, but we cannot write that triangle BAC is congruent to triangle XYZ, because the correspondence is not right here. Because here vertex A corresponds to X, vertex B corresponds to Y, vertex C corresponds to Z, but here what happens? Vertex B corresponds to X. This is not right. Okay, that's why we cannot write like this. So a sequential, that means we can say a sequence must be maintained. Fine. While proving congruence between two triangles. Okay. Now, what is CPCT? CPCT is about, we can say, congruent triangles corresponding parts. Okay. Or its full form is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. This is a, we can say, acronym. We have to remember this. Fine. So, now, some criteria are there for congruence that we will discuss here. Number 1 criteria is SAS congruence rule. What is SAS? SAS means S for side, A for angle, and S for side. So, SAS congruence rule. So, the theorem is like this. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Fine. So, this is two sides and one including angle. If this is same for the two triangles we consider, then these two triangles are congruent. Similarly, another criteria, another theorem is ASA congruence rule. What is ASA? A is angle, S is side, A is angle. Fine, that means two angles and the included side. So, we can say two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other angle. Fine. This is the ASA congruence rule. Okay, fine. Just a minute. Next, so basing on these two congruence rules, we will solve an example here. Okay, so what is the example? The question is in figure 7.8. This is the figure 7.8. OA equal to OB, OD equal to OC, and so that bit 1 triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, and bit 2 question is AD is parallel to BC. Fine. So we will solve it. So for bit 1 we will proceed like this. From figure 7.8 we can observe that in triangle AOD and angle BOC, OA equal to OB. See here, OA equal to OB, because it is given like this. That means these are the two bisecting, we can say these are two bisectors. That means it is given already in the figure that OC equal to OD and OA equal to OB. So we have written this OA equal to OB and OD equal to OC. Fine. Okay. Since AOD and BOC, see, AOD and BOC, these two angles, these are indicated here, are vertically opposite angles. So we can write that angle AOD equal to angle BOC. Fine. As we know that vertically opposite angles are same or equal. Fine. So this is also done. So we have written here that angle AOD equal to angle BOC. Fine. As angle AOD equal to angle BOC, this is the angle, and side AO is equal to BO and side OB is equal to OC. And side OD is equal to OC. That means two sides and one angle. That means SAS rule can be applied. SAS congruence rule says two sides and the including angle of two given triangles proves the congruence. So we can write here that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. This is proved. So for bit 1 it is proved. Next we will go to bit 2. In congruent triangles, because it is already proved that triangles AOD and BOC are congruent. So we can write here that in congruent triangles AOD and BOC, the other corresponding parts are also equal. That we also know. Fine. So we can write here angle OAD equal to angle OBC. Angle OAD equal to angle OBC. Also these two angles are alternate angles. Fine. Also these two angles form a pair of alternate angles for lines AD and BC. For lines AD and BC. Okay. And this proves the lines are parallel. That we have already studied. Fine. So this proves for the parallel property. So we can now write that AD is parallel to BC. This way this is also proved. Okay students. So we will continue with the next session with the other examples and exercise 7.1. Okay. Till then please go through my video, share the video among your friends, and please subscribe my channel. Okay. Stay safe and please practice maths at home. Okay. Thank you so much.